Welcome back to the Curry Gumbo's podcast review of P-Valley Season 2. Let's get into this next episode. Woodbine and Andre brought the poll to the polls. How you feel about their campaign? Or their campaign strategy?
It doesn't make sense to me. Because
I was surprised at Andre. I was like, I know if it was a smear campaign, I'm like, oh, this must be a commercial that Wayne Kyle done put together.
Right.
But it wasn't a commercial.
Right. Especially since he wants to sell the Pynk for...
Yes.
I don't get it. I don't know if they told... I don't know if he's being transparent about that, especially with the women who are in the commercial with him. Do they know? Because wouldn't they
They're not
be
gonna have no
against
job when
yeah,
he get become mayor.
I don't understand. It all seems to be a conflict of interest to me. And Patrice Woodbine,
It seems sneaky.
yeah,
Whatever they doing.
it seems like they're not being upfront with the ladies who are in the ad. And Patrice Woodbine getting her stiff ass up there with that stiff one piece. Not a bit was shaking, but them ankles. I feel like this goes against your Christian platform, does it not?
No,
Um,
because she already said she was a hoe in the past.
in the
And
past is past tense. We what is the what the present progressive? She up here on the pole dancing.
she
Ing.
said Andre ain't think he can sway y'all with the polls. Well, she got another thing coming.
So that money that Corbin gave her last episode, she just took that, went down to the Rainbow,
Mm-hmm.
got
Got
some
her one
clothes,
piece. Yep.
then went down to Home Depot
And got her pole
and got her a
and the
pole and a
little.
truck.
Yep.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
okay. Okay. I just wanted to
That's
know.
what she did.
I just wanted
That's
to know
what
what
she
she did.
did.
Okay. I also have, with as much, this show centers and examines race quite a bit.
Oh, we're gonna get to Corbin because
Well, it's not even Corbin yet. I know we're gonna get to him, but I find it odd that Andre calls himself the Chuckalisa boy. I've never known a black man who wants to be referred to as boy. Like, cause I'm like, what about Chuckalisa's son? Like, that makes
yeah.
sense to me. It just, I don't know, that like that felt a little like, does he know that sounds problematic? What black man wants to be referred to as boy? But
Especially
that
in
ain't my
Mississippi.
business. Mm.
Especially in Mississippi. So, how do you cook your grits?
Girl, I always do instant grits. Is that bad? I do the 5 minute grits. You do grits from like the
No.
all day grits?
Nope.
I don't put sugar in them, and okay, don't judge me. I don't need cheddar. I would like American cheese, the fake Kraft slices in there. Yeah. But I'm vegan, child. I ain't doing them.
I'm with Uncle Clifford. I don't do cheese.
What?
But I do. You know what? So I was never a big grits consumer,
Mm-hmm.
but I do like them savory and I do like them with a dinner, like with shrimp or lobster. Or I've even had grits with vegetables, like I stewed vegetables like a tomato sauce and had that with grits.
I will eat grits and shrimp. I will eat grits and sausage. I will
Mm-hmm.
eat grits with some eggs. I would like the whole
Yeah, I'll
plate
do it with
covered.
eggs.
I would like the whole plate covered with cheese, though. That's what I'm here to tell you.
Oh, okay.
So,
Okay. Lil Murder and Uncle Clifford, they're good and then they're not good. Lil Murder's kind of pulling back a little bit. He's still not telling all his secrets.
I think he know it's just time to get to work. He can't
So
stay in
he's
that
gonna
house
drop
forever.
Uncle Cliff. he ain't got to stay in the house. He's gonna drop Uncle Clifford.
Well, he got to go on the road. When did he say he wanted to drop Uncle Clifford?
When they were talking,
Mm-hmm.
and um, they was talking about Lil Murder was like everybody. He's scared about everybody not knowing the real him. Uncle Clifford was asking like how he feel about being like against a little bit celebrity status, and then that's what Uncle Clifford was like. You ain't got to be everybody's cup of tea because you're not going to have none left over for yourself. And then Lil Murder, something about making some new moves or moving on. And
I
then Uncle
remember
Clifford was
him,
like, I'm used to being alone anyway.
but
I knew this was going to
he
last
never
forever.
confirmed that. He never
He
confirmed
said
that.
he's in his Lil Murder way. He said maybe it might be time for me to move on.
He did say that. I think that that could be a little bit of double speak though. Like maybe it's time for me to move on from the rap game. Maybe it's time for me to move on
No,
from this
he gonna still
personality
rap.
that people have that people associate with me. Maybe it's time for me to move on from this lie that I am living. Like maybe it's time
But
for me
he
to move on
wasn't
from that.
reassuring when Uncle Clifford was like, you know what, that's fine. I'm used to being alone. I knew this was gonna last forever.
But he didn't
He didn't
confirm
come
it.
back and be like, he didn't say, nah, Cliff,
But he didn't confirm it.
I'm.
He didn't say, "Yes, Cliff, you're right."
No one says you're right after that. That is, no one says that. No one's
Oh
like, okay,
goodness.
I knew this was gonna last forever. Yeah, you're right. It wasn't
You
gonna
are
last
correct.
forever.
Yep,
Nobody
show
says
wasn't.
that.
You should have known, dummy. Yeah, you right. I don't know. I don't think he wants to leave Uncle Clifford
I
at
don't think he
all.
wants to, but I think he will
I don't. If he gonna leave, it's
because
gonna be because he
he,
in jail for the
oh,
foolishness.
the blue and yellows are back, but we'll get.
Child.
So we get into the blue and yellows.
I just want to know why little mama thought. I just who she thought she was getting with. The pregnant
Who?
girl, remember because old boy was like,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
I got a kid on the way.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
That
That's
young
yeah,
lady
that was
that
his
you are
girl.
with, she was in the club that night, upset
Mhm.
with Lil Murda. Who did you think
Yep.
your dude was? Because at first he was a part of Lil Murda's gang. Then he switched it up. So you was there when he switched it up. And I'm sure if he acting a fool online, he probably acting a fool at home. You see him acting a fool, baby. What? I'm gonna need for you to just move on, go and collect your social security. Go and collect
She
your
ain't married. She ain't getting that.
damn. How you know she ain't married? See,
Okay,
you is judging. See, this why I can't even do it. Oh,
I'll be surprised. And what job he got to get the Social Security?
now see what you are saying is the truth. Like, but no, because the state will
You
hop
gotta
in
have a
there.
job.
Not no. I don't know about that. I don't know the
Unless
rules
if
of
you're
that.
married, I always thought somebody needs to be paying. If you are married, let's say in a traditional marriage, and the man worked and the woman stayed home, and the man died, the woman gets the man's Social Security because that was her husband, and now she's a widow. But if no one is married and nobody is working, what Social Security are you getting?
I feel like at some point, I doesn't the state hop in and be like, oh, the parents have passed. I don't know. I don't know. I don't
No,
know. Well, then listen, ma'am, go collect something.
there's
Go
tons
collect
of
some
kids running
job
around here
applications.
with dead daddies or daddies in prison and ain't getting no money.
No, not the daddies in prison. You ain't getting none of your daddies in
But
prison.
okay,
But you,
even dead
if
daddies, like,
yeah,
ain't no. Do you know how many women would be killing their baby daddy if they
shut
got
up,
money?
shut up.
Homicide rates will be up. What?
Listen,
I gotta kill my baby daddy to get a check? What?
oh my god.
So the Pynk reopening. Everybody's wearing pink. Keyshawn and Big Bone got matching pink wigs.
Got
Well,
matching pink wigs. Both of them got pink lips.
Big
Both of them are
Bone's more
so
vibrant.
beautiful, so freaking
They
pretty. My God.
are.
How? Just pretty. Listen,
Big Bone already know what's up because she see Keyshawn, and she's just like, "What's up? I know you." And Keyshawn's like, "Hey, girl. Don't believe everything you hear. I don't know what you heard, but hey,
well, she done learned the ways of magic from Diamond because she said she's listening to walls. And I believe her.
I think she was eavesdropping because she said that about no, because she was saying she know Keyshawn's plan about leaving Derek because she told Haley in the room.
Yeah,
I think she's just eavesdropping.
probably. I think that Diamond is an idiot for messing around with Big Bone.
What he gonna do?
Why are you messing around with
Keyshawn,
her? She taking pictures of your phone. She got a picture of Montavious
okay.
ring. You just dumb. Didn't that boy tell you that it was gonna make your legs and it was gonna turn your legs into toes and your toes into eyelashes? Didn't he say your body was gonna contort like a Twizzler? Did he not say that? But you still up here taking pictures of shit. You gonna get hurt. And Keyshawn still gonna be with your nigga, dummy.
She saw them kiss and
Oh,
her face. But Dom didn't seem like he was really, and he seemed surprised.
he seemed
Like
surprised he
he didn't
didn't
know
stop
what.
it.
I mean,
What?
no, but
What?
he didn't know what. But what's gonna
Girl,
happen next? That's the thing. Okay, you kissed her once. What's gonna happen next?
Big Bone gonna beat Keyshawn ass. That's what's gonna happen. And this is the second time that there's like a love triangle between involving Keyshawn and Diamond. First, it was Keyshawn, Diamond, and that white man who be beating on Keyshawn, her husband, or her
Oh
child's
yeah,
father, Derek. Then now it's gonna be Keyshawn, Diamond, and Big Bone.
and Big Bone. But Keyshawn's supposed to be leaving.
Girl, you know that girl ain't leaving, just like Murda
We.
ain't leaving. The only person that's leaving is probably grandmother Ernestine. That's what's so
Oh my
sad.
goodness.
And who I would like to leave is
Ernest.
Autumn, but she's not.
Well, so much happened. Okay, where do we go first? Are we going with?
Let's go
Let's
ahead
see.
and get Autumn
Ernestine's
and
still in the
Andre out of the
hospital.
way. Cause
Autumn. Well, Whisper told Autumn she's pregnant with twins.
twins, you ready
And I
for
believe
twins?
Whisper.
They both gonna be lame, just like their daddy. You ready for that? That's what she said. I had asked Katori for the notes on the episode, and she gave me the original script, and that's what the original script said. Whisper was like, "Are you ready for
They're gonna be
twins?
lame.
They're gonna be lame, just like their daddy. Are you ready for that?"
Andre and Haley leave the club early and go back to Andre's place.
Andre's uncle's place.
And his uncle's place where Andre's staying, and Brittany is there.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, damn.
I feel like the show could do a bit more with people's backstory. I wish that we saw a little bit more of Brittany because
Mm-hmm.
with her coming back, I wouldn't be surprised if some people were like, "Who that?" You know,
Yeah,
I
because we didn't really see her too much.
the last time we saw her, she was sucking on some man's schlong, her coworker, and Andre has been
Andre
neglecting this
left and
woman.
said he going
Yeah.
back to Mississippi, and we thought that was the end of it.
And I thought that that was the end of it. So why you have returned, but also there hasn't been any notice of a divorce. This is why I don't
Nope, because
understand.
Haley still calls her herself his mistress.
And why hasn't that been brought up in the campaign? How are you going to run a campaign? How are you going to be the mayor when you have a whole life in Atlanta? That doesn't make sense. And so I just feel like that conflict was just left in the margins. I get why Brittany would be left in the margins because he doesn't care about Brittany and he doesn't want to be married to this woman. But that conflict of them being married and what are we going to do about this marriage feels a little undone to me. It
Like
feels
they're
like
not talk.
uncooked. Like
Me
it
too.
doesn't make that doesn't make sense to me.
I think this would be a great opportunity to um, discuss relationships and cheating. A lot of times when people talk about cheating, it's always one sided. But in this case, they both was messing around.
Yeah.
So as far as we know, they still married. So what are we? Are we mending the relationship? Because she messed around, he messed around. Are they gonna make it work,
Yeah.
or are they just said forget it? And Haley got these twins on the way. Is she gonna tell Andre?
And there
Is she keeping
hasn't
her
been
babies?
any accountability on Andre's part with
Oh no.
how he has hurt Brittany and has been hurting her. I get that she was sucking on some man's dick. Yes, that is wrong. All of this is coming after the months and months and months of neglect,
He's
months and
been
months and months
neglecting
of
her.
lying,
Yeah.
months and months of fucking around on her. You've been fucking around on this girl. So like when are we going to talk about that? When are we going to talk about you being in love with Autumn and not being
Yeah.
upfront with me? When were you going to tell me that? When were you going to do right by me? And so I don't know. I sometimes I feel like Chuckalisa boy is fitting. I would, even if a grown ass man is acting that immature, I wouldn't want to call him boy because I understand the racial insensitivity that word carries. But like Andre's not a man to me. He's just not.
No, even this whole time when he was in Chuckalisa, we could have seen a text to Brittany like, I'm filing for divorce or mail me my stuff or whatever. But it's like it just went mute
He
between
doesn't
them.
he doesn't handle his business. He doesn't handle his bit like I feel like season 1 Andre was all about gathering material for the folks who are trying to purchase the Pynk. And he was taking pictures and he was doing his research. He was about his job. Now that you're running for mayor, you're lying about your father dying. Anybody would be like that stuff can be proved. Like people like to us, murder can lie about being straight. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
unless people have a tape of him
they
do, and
do.
they
Yeah.
do, but unless people see that, you can't prove that. I can prove the existence of your father. I can prove that you are still married to a woman whose permanent address is in Atlanta. It don't you running around with this woman, being intimate with her in public. What you doing? What are you doing?
Guess we'll find out.
Child.
Farrah got a whole new Mercedes experience.
Farrah got a new Mercedes experience and a 27 piece, and she is not afraid of color. Because before we saw her in white and all of
Oh yeah.
the beige and the grays, and now she is in
Yup.
color. She looked like she just came from Miami Beach. Okay.
And she is divorcing her husband.
She said, I am divorcing him. I don't think Farrah is concerned with cash. I think she got her own cash. But what you need to do is run Mercedes her 40,000. That's what you need to do. Or find a
Yeah.
way to get it.
I mean, is you getting money from this show? Like, what's this?
And you're
What is this
using
show?
my image where I'm assuming what better happened in that next episode. What better happened? Oh, I'm gonna go find Farrah. All the proceeds need to go to Mercedes. Every last bit of
Like, are
it.
they selling? Is she selling? Because that looks like a high class show.
Yeah.
So them portraits can be sold for a couple thousands,
Hello.
probably tens of thousands for a picture because it seemed very well put together, very posh, nice exhibit. So what are we doing?
What are we doing? I like the conversation about Mercedes and falling before um, Autumn compares Mercedes to Icarus, who flies too close to the sun, wings fuck up, fall down because he's so like vain or something. How does it? What happened with Icarus? He was
I don't even
flying
know.
and he was vain, and then the sun done melted his wings. He was girl. Look, he done fell out the sky. Okay, and that is essentially what happened to Mercedes. She was going up too high. She literally fell out of the sky. And Autumn says, like, look, pick up them wings that the sun done melted off and get your shit together. Quit blaming me about this shit. Cause Diamond already did the exorcism on your ass, got that 7 pounds up out that bitch. So you blaming
But it
me.
came back.
It sure
It
did
can
come
come
back.
back.
And but what I liked about the Mercedes experience is when she sees her portrait on the wall and they're standing in front of this grand photo of her kind of upside down in a um I don't know the move. I don't know the pole move, but it's absolutely gorgeous. And the only thing that is holding her up are her legs that are like squeezing the pole, and she's doing this like up. She's doing this back bend on a pole. And because she's up on the wall, the portrait is up on the wall. She says it's like gravity doesn't even matter for me, and to it doesn't really because you that it's like a perpetual flight because you are on that wall and you're photographed in your greatness. That is why I really like the relationship between Farrah and Mercedes because they bring so much greatness out of each other. Like Farrah helps her remember that she can fly. Mercedes helps Farrah remember that she is an artist, which is why I want them to be together just like I want Keyshawn and Diamond to be together. Okay?
But can they? Like, realistically, you think?
Farrah and Mercedes?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Farrah's getting a divorce.
I mean, okay, yes, but just do you think they'll be good together? That's my point.
I think they've only been good together.
But Mercedes said it was a business. It wasn't like,
She's lying.
I mean, it was transactional in the beginning. It's not like there was. It's not like their relationship didn't involve
Well, she said that
money.
was just business. And then she was like, well, a little bit of pleasure. I think she's lying. I think it was a lot of bit of pleasure.
Okay. FYI, Icarus was warned by his father to not fly too high. He became excited and flew too close to the sun, causing his wings to melt,
Hmm.
leading to his untimely death.
Yeah,
That's
and I
what
think
happened
like
with
we
Icarus.
associate Icarus with vanity, and Mercedes is a vain ass motherfucker. I don't see her do that with Farrah, which is what I like. Like she admits, like,
Hmm.
oh, this is I had to put all my weight on my weak side. She would never say she has a weak side at the Pynk. She would
No.
never do that. Like it's wonderful to see Mercedes be human in front of Farrah she can't do that in front of Roulette, who's constantly trying to like, who's constantly taking shots at her. She can't do that with Keyshawn because she know that Keyshawn is like
The new
the
it girl,
new
kind of.
it girl. Even as proud as she wants to be of Keyshawn, as happy as she wants to be, there is still a little bit of jealousy concern, especially when this fame is connected to your financial security.
Hmm. Hmm. Toy, Whisper, and Roulette talking about?
Oh, Roulette a pimp now. And Toy's gonna be a
But
worker.
what? Yeah. So what? So that's what they were
I
talking
think
about when she
so.
handed her the
I
money, and she was like, "Oh, is this for?" And they never really explained.
I think everybody know that Roulette is the one with the dick sucking lips and was in there
Well,
slobbing
yes.
on the ding dong. I think that everybody knows that. And I think that when she gave her that money, she was like, "Is this what I think it's for? Do I have to fuck something to do this?" And you will. You will. You absolutely will. So I hope
Okay.
you're ready for that. But Toy, I don't. Do you feel bad for Toy?
Um, I mean, she put Miss Ernestine in the hospital, and she's still coughing. So you need to find you another job.
I was just clearing my throat. That bitch, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. You're the reason we got shut down in the first place because you sneezed on that girl. You're the reason. I think Toy playing around. You need to get that shit together because I don't think Roulette play any of that shit. I think Roulette gonna beat your ass.
Oh yes, she will. Corbin is taking his plantation life way too far.
True.
I'm still curious about their relationship, him and Uncle Clifford's relationship.
Yeah.
I'm still
I
confused.
don't think they're
I
cousins
don't get it.
anymore. I don't I used to think
No,
I was like, are they related? Now I don't think that no more.
but they know each other from childhood.
Yeah.
So now it's like, were they, did they like each other romantically as kids?
You tell me, girl. I don't know.
Corbin, oh my gosh, wants to be a slave. Get all them whips on his back. I was like, listen, this too much for me.
The only time we see Corbin around black people is either at the Pynk or in his
At the Pynk,
dealings with Andre. And when he talks to
yeah,
Andre and Autumn, it is very aggressive and it
like he's a
feels
white
it
man.
feels anti-black to me. Or he's at the Pynk and he's being abused in a fashion that is reminiscent of American chattel slavery. And it is very uncomfortable to watch because it's like your connections to blackness are always problematic. Like what? It's sad.
We need to know who his mama is and what happened, because this not making no sense.
Not a bit
He
of
not acting
it.
like he was raised. Because usually biracial people who were raised with a black mama are a little bit different than those who was raised by white mamas.
Yeah, but there's a lack of mamas in this show. Uncle Clifford doesn't
There
have his
is.
mother. We don't see Corbin's mother. I mean, was Patrice Woodbine ever a mother to Mercedes? Autumn doesn't
I mean,
have her
that's
child.
problematic.
Mercedes doesn't have her
Or her
child.
mama. We feel like, well, Autumn said she was orphaned.
Yeah,
Didn't she
and
say that?
I
And like,
don't.
was it this episode or
She
last?
said there was a woman who took care of me. So I'm assuming if a woman was taking,
No, the last
go ahead.
the last episode. I think when she was talking to was she talking to Keyshawn when she was explaining that she was orphaned? That she said she was orphaned and that she just kind of, she ain't had no
She
parents.
probably did. I'm not. I'm not. She probably did. But that would further prove the point that it's like no mothers in this show.
Yeah,
Keyshawn, where's her mother? Where's her birth mother? She got an evil
yeah, we never
stepmom.
saw her.
You know, yeah, we ain't got mamas in the show, and that's the problem.
Oh, we didn't talk about Tina Snow.
Listen, my baby came up there with that fur coat that went from here all the way to Toronto to Drake's house. but you got on a bikini. Make it make sense.
I
You
mean,
remember
it's
Fat
fashion.
Farm? You remember Fat Farm used to do the
Yep.
fur
Yep.
bikinis?
That
Like,
remind me of Lil Kim. Lil Kim did that all the time.
listen,
Crush on You video. All she had was
yeah.
all them different color furs with them bikinis
The
on.
girls will always look to the master. Okay.
Hmm. So the reopening at the Pynk, Lil Murder kind of barges his way in with Tina Snow. Even Uncle Clifford was like, "What the fuck?
What in the fuck?
Why are you here?"
Why is you here?
And I'm not trying to have another murder night.
Not
Like,
trying
this
to
is
do
my
it.
business. And we almost end up with another murder night. Diamond saves Keyshawn. Chaos happens on the dance floor, on stage. Keyshawn freezes, and I was like, "Oh my god, please don't tell me Keyshawn died." For a minute, I thought she was gonna die. I was like, "Please don't tell me this girl died," because she literally froze, and Diamond had to save her, and that's when she kissed him.
It's a
Little
part of the
Murder
fairy tale.
ran to the back.
You kiss your Prince Charming who saves you from the tower.
Yes, and she says her hair is long enough. That Rapunzel
Mm-hmm.
reference. um the blue and yellow people, the pregnant girlfriend, she know Lil Murder has something to do with her boyfriend
You acting like your
dying.
boyfriend was not making videos about how he shot up Teak, even though he was lying, little bitch ass nigga.
Well, is she mad that he died, or is she mad it was Lil Murder?
Hmm. I think both. Both of them.
Well, yeah, okay, yes, she's upset he's dead, but is it worse that it was, of all the people, why Lil Murder?
Yeah, because Lil Murda already beat your ass, and Lil Murda, you see him shining up there. You see him glowing up, and is that is difficult to watch. Very difficult. But you watched, and you need to go home. And I don't know why you at the Pink, and it looked like you 50 months pregnant.
Because she know Lil Murder killed. What were they gonna do? They came there to start
You
something,
came there to start something, and I don't want
but
Mercedes
she shouldn't
around
have been
them.
there.
I don't want Mercedes around main
Yeah, because her
fine
friend.
ass.
That's my other issue. I'm like, oh my god, I thought Keyshawn was gonna die, and I thought Mercedes is gonna be caught up in the middle.
Mercedes always feels
But
like
Mercedes,
untouched to me. I feel like she just has so
she
much respect
does.
in that city and in that club. There's like, ain't nobody gonna touch her. Mercedes could come in there and slap everybody in the face, and everybody's gonna be like, okay. I don't know why,
Even
but
Lil
I
Murder
deserve
still
that.
wanted Lil Murder still want her opinion on his new song, and
Sure
she's just
do.
like, "You want my
Sure
opinion?"
do.
And he's like, "I do want your opinion. I trust your opinion." Uh, we don't have an official verdict on Miss Ernestine.
He's talking about I'm sorry. Uncle Clifford is talking about her as if she is gone.
But she got the call from the hospital at the end. So if the
But
hospital's still calling.
even before that, when it
Well,
was,
yeah, I know she told Toy, "Oh, my grandma dead," but I knew she was just saying that because she's mad at
yeah,
Toy.
she got the call from the hospital, but we don't know what that call said.
I know that's what I'm saying. Like, so I don't know if Miss Ernestine is dead. I don't know that. Big Bone. She gonna mess something up.
I told y'all Big Bone is CIA. Y'all don't believe me. Big Bone is CIA, or she's in cahoots with Montavious people, or she's
Who she sending
FBI
that picture of the ring to?
herself.
Because she had her.
She just got it on her
It's on her
phone. And she
phone,
got it on her phone, and she
but her thumb was next to the send button.
Oh, girl, you said I ain't paying attention. I ain't see all of that. I just
Because
thought,
I was like, she better not send that picture to
listen.
nobody. And why is she sending that picture with the ring that she probably took when Diamond was
Oh
sleeping?
yeah, he was in the picture
Because
sleep.
I don't think Diamond would have allowed that.
My thing is, why you falling asleep? Why you got her? She already showed you.
Because
Man,
he
man.
tired.
Girl,
He tired of fighting. He just want to
relax
relax.
at her house.
Okay. So next episode, Big Bone about to
Oh, Big Bone about to
she
shut it
messing
all
something.
down.
She probably gonna end up making Keyshawn not be able to leave. And that's gonna fall back on her because Keyshawn gonna steal her man if Keyshawn don't get to leave. So she better
It's gonna be
hope she know what she
Keyshawn and them
doing.
kids up in that house, and you gonna be gone. Do you think Uncle Clifford gonna choose you over Keyshawn? I know that Uncle Clifford mad at Keyshawn, but no.
No, they kind of made up because
Yeah,
when she hugged her and he was like, I don't ever want to see you here again. But he said it in a way like, you know what, go
yeah.
fly, don't come back here.
Now who I want to come back, but I don't know is Big L, because Big L got fired.
Oh, because he got fired because Uncle Clifford found the drugs, the pills, and she says she don't want to do that.
And that's the only reason he got
She not
fired. Big
about
L
that
ain't really
life.
all that great at his job. Cause
He
Mercedes
not.
and Roulette was about to start fighting. Big L moving so damn slow. I'm like, are you gonna help out?
He wasn't doing nothing. He wasn't doing nothing in the big fight.
Nothing.
You got Diamond walk around with his gun, securing all the locations. Where was Big L?
In the back, smuggling Oxycontin,
In
the
his
fabric
Pynk.
of our lives. Was he pink, or was the show just lit a certain way to make his clothes look pink?
I don't know because it was still dark.
Yeah.
I thought he was wearing pink. I didn't think it was white.
It looked white to me, and because of the light, everything was.
Oh, you
but
thought it
I
was?
don't know.
I thought he was wearing light pink.
He wasn't wearing no light pink, no mauve, no salmon.
That's what I thought it was.
No nothing.
And will the blue and yellow people get Lil Murder?
Yeah, they will. Or the police,
Oh,
or the red, white, and blue will, the police.
The blue lights.
Okay. Hey y'all, hope you enjoyed the show. Hit us up on Instagram at Curry Gumbo. Hope to see you next week. Bye.